Welcome back to my podcast. I like it raw. My name is Mikala Leinani, and I am the host, owner, and creator of this podcast. So everything that we talk about here is just anything real, raw, and things that people consider taboo, things that people don't want to get into. I get into all of that shit here. So let's just really go ahead and get into it because y'all, I ain't gonna cap with you. Disclaimer really quick. If y'all hear shit, my cats are in here and fucking with shit. So if y'all hear a lot of shit going on in the background, I'm sorry. It is my babies. Okay. But anyways, so everything that's raw taboo, we get into that shit here. As a woman, we encounter quite a bit. And people want to act like this shit doesn't happen. Or if they act like it doesn't happen, they know it happens, but then they want to deem women as being disgusting, this, that, and the third. And it doesn't make any sense to me because the pussy goes deeper than surface level. A lot of people like to say, oh, I'm deep in that pussy, but do you know about it? And a lot of these motherfuckers don't, including these females. And that's why I'm here. I'm here to be Auntie TT, Kiki Boo Boo. You know what I'm saying? It's like, no. I'm here to be Mikala and tell y'all the real and help women out, inform men as well as women, but, bring some knowledge into this world so this shit can stop being so misconstrued. Like, let's just get into it. So as a woman, we endure so much that is never talked about, and when it is talked about, it has a negative connotation behind how it occurred. The things that you have to do to get rid of it. It's just so much. So as a woman, my pussy is very sensitive. I made a previous podcast episode in regards to, having a sensitive vagina and basically hygiene for men and women, especially things that men should do to help us as women because we're having these sexual interactions with y'all. If you are having sex with men or if you're having sex with another woman, we're having sexual interactions with y'all and you can't even keep your fucking hands clean or your nails cut and clean for us. So the fact that I have to talk about little things like that, I know I have to make something more in depth because the depth of the pussy goes a long way. And people want to say they deep but don't know shit. So for real, let me just get into my motherfucking experience. So for me, obviously, I had to do a lot of self-teaching. It's not obvious, but I really did. I had to teach myself so much in regards to feminine hygiene and understanding the triggers of my body. And for every woman, it is going to be different. Some women can wash their vaginas with soap, any type of soap, all types of soap. Some women can use Summer's Eve. Some women can soak in certain things. But some of us cannot do that. And it even goes into the foods that you eat. I personally noticed this because now that I have went vegan, being vegan, obviously you're just eliminating so much toxicity out of your diet. Especially when you're eliminating also the, wheat and the soy, because as a vegan you can still also eat that, but it's not the best for you. When you have the fake meat and shit like that, that shit really isn't all that great for you. You're supposed to be eating vegetables, fruits, and some good grains. But that shit, sometimes you want a burger, goddamn. Sometimes I want a burger, or I want fucking some bread or something, but I cannot do it because my body rejects it and my pussy rejects it too. So what I mean by that is, here is a great fucking example I got too. The other day I cooked cabbage and enoki mushrooms. That shit was bussin'. But all of a sudden my pussy started to smell it wasn't fishy, but it had a twang to it. It was like, what the fuck? You know, what is that? And I'm sitting here trying to figure out, like, I haven't ate anything bad, blah, blah, blah. You know, what am I doing? What's going on? First things first, I'm Googling everything. Like, I knew I just ate cabbage and enoki mushrooms. I'm like, okay, like, how? I didn't eat shit today. But when I Googled it, cabbage can alter the smell of your vagina. There's a few different vegetables that can alter the smell of your vagina. Vegetables, fish, meat, alcohol. There's so many things that can alter your scent. Obviously, you guys know asparagus can change the smell of your pee, but this cabbage or enoki mushrooms, because I ate like a wad of enoki mushrooms. I don't know if you should have had you shouldn't eat that much at once. I don't know. But I ate a huge wad of it, and my pussy was making me question. And so I'm just sitting here trying to figure it out. But at the end of the day, I knew it only could be the two of those things, you know. And seeing that after I looked it up and they said cabbage can alter the smell of your vagina, I'm like, oh, great. I'm not fucking eating no more motherfucking cabbage, goddamn. I'm not doing it. Look now, when I tell you a sensitive vagina is, it's crazy. The fact that I can't eat certain things because my vagina will emit the smell of that food bothers me. Especially now going back into true veganism, I tried eating fish the other day. I ate some swai fish. First of all, I went wrong with eating swai because after I looked it up, this fish goes for $2 a fucking pound. It's known as the Vietnamese catfish. So what is a catfish? It's a bottom feeder. These fish do not have healthy diets or any nutritional content. Any beneficial nutritional content, honestly. So I ate that. And I haven't been eating any fish or seafood for a while. I ate that. Man. Look now. The disrespect. Like, it smelled just like what I ate. It smelled like just what I ate. And ladies, there's no shame because this shit happens. Niggas, I'm gonna need y'all to stop talking shit. I need y'all to step back and understand why this shit happens first. Because it can be bacteria, it could be infection, it could be those things. But it can also be she just ate something that her body doesn't agree with. And breaking down further into the fish aspect, since I am vegan and I haven't been eating fish for a while, the body naturally produces something that breaks down a chemical in the fish that helps metabolize the chemicals in the fish so it doesn't emit an odor throughout you. But obviously, after you stop eating that for a while, your body is not able to metabolize the smell of the fish. It's not able to metabolize the chemical or whatever is in the fish because you're no longer eating that and your body is no longer producing that to serve for eliminating that odor. But y'all, no. Look, if y'all were vegan and y'all flip-flopping back and forth and shit, and you notice a smell, just know, check your foods, baby. Check your motherfucking foods. But like I said, niggas, females, it can be infection, but before you start judging, going off, saying that, oh, this bitch is nasty, this bitch is dirty, she stank, she funky, blah, blah, blah. Know the backstory behind it. Because us as women, we even do that. Like, we'll judge a woman and be like, her pussy stank, You know, I think she must be getting her train ran on because she smell like some gasoline. That mileage is up there, baby. Like, bitches be talking a lot of shit. And then something happens to you and you sitting here trying to figure out, well, I don't know what to fucking do. And there's a lot of times it can be a pH imbalance because of you and your sexual partner. But again, it can come from fucking eating foods that you cannot metabolize and it doesn't agree with you. And what bothers me is when I go to the doctors or something, because I was thinking about scheduling an appointment, right, y'all? I was thinking about it. But my body, like I've said in a previous episode before, I can tell instantly when I get a yeast infection, especially coming out the shower. Like if the soap just got down too far, just yeast, and I get out. No, when it hits, I already know it's a wrap. It's a wrap. But I know how to combat all these things that my body has been enduring, and I'm not having to take medication, because the first thing I would do, I'm like, ooh, yeast infection, let me go get the pill. You got to take that one the first day and one the third day and you'll be good. But all I've been doing, ladies, listen the fuck up. Listen the fuck up. It may or may not work for you. But for me, it is working. I'm gonna just put like my little background story. I'm a full natural. Like, use natural deodorant, natural toothpaste, natural soap, natural detergent. Like, I use everything natural, and I eat primarily green, so plants and vegetables, and some good grains like a short brown rice. Like, that is my diet. Like, for the most part, I'm eating a lot of vegetables, a lot of fruits, and good whole grains. So my body's not having to eliminate as much toxicity. So that's why for me it may work like a charm, and for some of you it may not work. But all I do is I get the 100% cranberry juice. Go to either Whole Foods or Trader Joe's. I would say go to Trader Joe's because I went to Whole Foods, right? And I looked at their juice prices, and the fucking jug that is this motherfucking big, 32 ounce, was $11 for some pure cranberry juice. 100% pure cranberry juice. Do not get no juice concentrate, y'all. That is not it. 100% cranberry juice, and it's gonna be tart. Okay? Tart as fuck. But that shit works. It wicks away anything and everything. So you take that, drink a 4 ounce to 8 ounce glass. It's gonna be tart as fuck. Just drink all that shit right there. Drink a lot of water. Drink about 40 to 50 ounces of water. Between 30 and 50 ounces. I know it's a lot, but go ahead. You need to flush your fucking system. And that is literally it. That's all I did. Also, I take Chlorofresh every morning. Also, I take Chlorofresh every rising. So, Chlorofresh is a natural internal deodorant anyways. So, that can contribute to why the problem went away so quickly. But those 3 things are the key to success. I've also heard of Boric Acid. Boric Acid I've always wanted to try, just because it's like, I hear like you just insert the suppository and it should be gone like that. Natural restore pH balance, naturally relubricates your pussy. Like, it's just like the best cleaner or pH restorer that wicks away fucking bacteria and all that shit. I've just heard good things about that, but I've never tried it. But literally, just do your research. And not every case do you have to go to the doctor. I'm not going to say, I really don't think every case you need to go to the doctor. If you know your body well enough, you know what's going on, and you know how to address that. But definitely, if it is something that is very unfamiliar to you, you're nervous, it's got you a little scared or what have you, definitely take your ass to the doctor. Take your ass to the doctor. It never hurts to get checked out. The only thing is obviously like you're always paying a fucking copay, but I would rather pay that copay, check, and make sure I'm good than have a major pussy problem. So just take that as you will, you know what I'm saying? But men, women, stop prejudging before you know the background story, because for a lot of us women it's already embarrassing enough, and then to have to try and explain what's going on gets even more uncomfortable, especially when people are already prejudging you and you just feel negative energy around you. Like, people are looking at you like, oh, she a dirty bitch, blah, blah, blah. When that may not be the case, you know? So, really, that is all that I have for this episode. I just really wanted to be informative to y'all because this shit is real. I mean, even when you Google shit online, some things will say, oh, foods can't change the smell of your body. Yes, they can. And not every smell, like even smelling like a fish sometimes, that might not always mean that you have an infection. It may mean, if you are like me on a plant-based diet and you try and incorporate some fish into your diet, it may mean you can't break that shit down no more and it's not for you. It may mean stay your motherfucking ass away from that shit because Spirit had told your ass a long time ago and you need to stop trying to eat shit that you know you shouldn't be eating in the first place. But, you know, that's beyond the point, you know what I'm saying? Anyways, that's the end of this episode. I really appreciate y'all for coming to listen to this episode of I Like It Raw with me, Mikala Leinani. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share this video if you are watching me on YouTube. And if you're listening to me on any of your major platforms, make sure you go ahead and share my episode around for your girl. You feel me? Go ahead and share me around, baby. But yeah, that's about it. Follow me on my Instagram at Mikala Leinani, MIKALALEINANI. My Instagram podcast at I Like It Raw Podcast. And my skating podcast at MK Skates with 2 Z's, no S in this bitch. And until next time, I'll see y'all soon. Make sure y'all stay high, strapped up, and safe. And I'll see y'all soon.